Hey everybody, I'm Maura, and welcome to the final part of my walkthrough of Where in Time Is Carmen Sandiego. As a continuation from the last video, I have not yet selected to say yes or no to chasing Carmen herself, but I'm starting a new video while I'm gonna say yes, because how can I say no to chasing down Carmen herself to the chief, unlike all the other cases where I just ended the video then. So now I'm gonna say yes, and we can begin the chase for Carmen Sandiego. Let's go.
Now the chase has changed time speed. You've got the chrono skimmer, so you can go anywhere in time. Carmen, on the other hand, can only retrace the time tunnel she's already made.
And since we're going after Carmen, all of the Acme good guides will come with me.
You need all the help you can get. I'm sending all of Acme's good guides to help you out. You're the best team ever assembled, so don't let me down.
I won't.
She's heading towards the Middle Ages. Let's go!
You may have recovered your chrono skimmer and canned all my cohorts, but if you try to catch me, you'll be history. Speaking of which, that's exactly
okay,
where
so
I'm
we
going.
go back to all the
I'm
places we visited and asked them if they've seen Carmen, and based on clues they give us, we'll have figure out where her next destination is. So now we're here in the Middle Ages, and we'll talk to William the First.
I successfully subdued those Saxon hordes. The Doomsday Book was recovered, and I am still holding my throne. Please stay for another fancy feast.
Thanks for the invitation, but we're on the trail of a master criminal decked out in red.
So we're gonna ask, have you seen her?
Truly? I just recently met a woman wearing a red robe as long as my moat is wide.
And I know where she's going, but the questions you ask them and their answers, where did she go? Who did she want to meet? What did she want to do? They give clues about their destination to what cases they were, like, so...
She muttered something about
Roman
to the capital of a great empire. She said she planned to take sides with an almost emperor.
So like there. The first question could be enough, but this even more so tells me that she went to Rome. So we're going to Rome. We'll talk to Caesar. So then we go choose that time in history and hit the travel button, and off we go.
Hail, travelers.
And of course, the good guides that were with us on those cases are at those locations with us.
Sewers and recovering the forum. You missed a splendid party. Please stay for the next one.
Hi there, Julius. We'd love to hang, but we're short on time. We're scoping the thieving trail of a woman dressed in red.
Red, you say? I just spoke with a woman in dashing red garments, as confident as a queen. She reminded me of Cleopatra. She was headed to a place where great symphonies of sound fill the air. She hoped to meet a cranky composer.
Going to Beethoven in Vienna.
She talked about building to a criminal crescendo, deep in an orchestra pit.
So let's go to 1808.
Encore, and do it again, too. Hello, grand to see you again. Since you
Beethoven's famous Für Elise is playing in the background, if you can hear it.
Would you like to hear mine latest masterpiece?
Great to see you, Ludwig, but we can't delay. We're trailing a classic criminal dressed in brilliant red.
Red, you say?
Red, you say?
I spoke with a woman not a day ago who was wrapped in a long red coat.
Listen to the way he rolls his R's. I can do that pretty well myself.
She left for a land of sweeping deserts and many-faced marvels. This pointed
If the first question doesn't help you, usually the second one will. Famous Queen of the Nile. So we're going to Egypt. Back to Egypt.
I heard her mention something about the best
wraps to wear in the
afterlife. It is all beyond my passion sense, though.
So let's go.
Welcome. My temple is honored by your reappearance. My reign as Pharaoh is proceeding splendidly since you found the Book of the Dead for me. Would you care to take a dip in the Nile?
A dip?
Hello, Hatshepsut. We're glad things are going swimmingly, but
Going
we don't
swimmingly.
have time for a dip.
Because that's what it means to take, to go swimming, but
Red.
I thought generally to take a dip means skinny dip, meaning skinny dipping, swimming naked.
I did see an
No
unusual
thanks.
figure passing by my temple. I confronted her because the color red can only be worn by royalty in Egypt. She mentioned a warm kingdom by the sea where men tempt horned beasts.
Oh, see, a clue like that is just descriptive enough for me to figure out. We have going another great queen. We're going back to Spain because I know that's where they have those bullfights.
Vast fertile continent. She confided her
The New World, yep.
to navigate by compass over dangerous waters towards the New World.
Alright. Let's go.
Welcome to my court. How excellent to see you again. We've had nothing but smooth sailing since you put Columbus back on course. Have you returned for further voyaging?
Our apologies, Queen Isabella, but our sailing days are done. Now that things here are on an even keel, we need to tack towards a crafty crook. Seen anyone?
I was about to take a siesta when a scarlet senorita sailed through here. She was seeking a safe harbor, but could only stay for a moment. That woman declared she would visit a British Crown colony. She mentioned a meeting with some very independent legislators.
We're going back to the American Revolution.
While describing her plans to
Bypass Boston blockades. Yep. Alright. Although instead of Thomas Jefferson, unlike the others, the main, when we meet the first person we speak to, and well, from these cases, we're meeting Ben Franklin.
You have my eternal gratitude for helping us with the Declaration of Independence. Thanks to you, our revolution is rolling. You are, dare I say it, at liberty to stay with us as long as you like.
Thanks, Ben, but we can only stay a minute. We're on the trail of a master thief wearing a red coat.
Did you say red coat?
Yeah, red coat.
I saw a woman fitting that description a short time ago. These days, wearing red does not go unnoticed.
No kidding.
She was pressing ahead to reach an innovative
print shop, going back to Germany to meet Johann
She mentioned
Gutenberg.
that she was inking a deal with a print specialist. She said she wanted to make a move on some movable type.
Alright, let's go back to Germany.
Good day.
Gut day, G-O-O-T. That's
my
friends, wunderbar.
The printing press has been quite busy since you cleverly recovered my Bible. Would you care to join my next print run?
Thanks, Johann, but we need to press on. We're trying to
press on. Good one.
All decked out in red.
Why, a charming woman in red just passed through here. We almost inked a printing deal together. With a devious smile, she flew off to the land of the feathered serpent. She went to share a cup of cocoa and astrological advice with a certain central emperor.
At the Aztec Empire.
She had a burning desire to attend some sort of fiery ceremony at its 52-year peak.
Let's go back then.
Welcome back. Greetings once again. Thanks to your headdress help, the fire ceremony was a success and the sun was not snuffed out. Can you sacrifice some time for a visit?
Sorry, Montezuma, but we can't stop for long. We're pursuing a master thief in a blazing red hat.
A red hat, you say? Why, a woman with a headdress like the setting sun just blazed through here. She said it had just dawned on her to see the land of the rising sun. I saw her write down an idea about visiting the world's first novelist.
Going back to Japan to see Murasaki.
All wrapped up in a scheme to carry off some kimonos.
Alright. Let's go.
Hello again. Welcome back to Japan. Since you returned the moon to my chamber, I've been able to write again. Prince Genji has had many exploits, and my novel is almost complete. We must celebrate.
Hello, Murasaki. Glad to hear your novel's going well. Sorry, but we can't stay long. We're hot on the heels of a notorious red-clothed crook.
I did see a tall foreigner in a dashing and unusual red outfit, but it wasn't a kimono.
I could almost pass for one. I mean, I think what Carmen wears is a trench coat.
A sort of poem about her marvelous red hat. She confided that she was off to the high mountains where people wear feathers and soft beaded leather. She said she planned to exchange some words with a woman renowned for her translating talent.
Ah, so we're going back to the Lewis and Clark expedition.
She spoke of her longing to explore the rocky wilderness.
All right, let's go. Although, like the case before it, where we talked to Ben Franklin instead of Thomas Jefferson, we're here to talk to Sacagawea rather than Lewis and Clark.
Thanks to you,
Interesting.
we overcame a mountain of trouble, and now the core of discovery can continue on its journey. Would you like to join us?
We'd love to, Sacagawea, but we're tracking a tricky thief.
Strange that you should ask. A woman dressed in red just blazed a trail through this wilderness. She said she was feeling lightheaded and wanted to visit the site of an illuminating discovery. She was preparing for a private powwow with someone who could shed light on her inventive
It sounds like Thomas Edison.
She proposed her plans to fetch a fiery filament and make a carbon copy.
All right.
Good day. Welcome back to the Menlo Park Labs, my friends. Since you helped finish my filament, affordable light bulbs have been lighting up everywhere. Interested in joining my research team? Sorry, Edison. We deeply dig inventing some stuff with you, but we can't stay long. We're chasing down a world-class innovator in the field of thievery. She tends to dress in red.
All right.
You don't say. Well, just moments ago, I conversed with a striking woman in a long red coat. Oh, there was quite a spark between us.
Say what?
She said she was headed for a peaceful place called the Bright Country. She planned a gab with a ruler known for his generous gifts of gold.
Mansa Musa and Mali.
She muttered something about cruising with a caravan through
All right,
a
let's
very
go back
dusty
there.
desert.
Salam, travelers. Welcome, my friends. I am happy to see you. The salt you brought me made my pilgrimage possible. You will please me enormously if you choose to stay in Mali.
Why, hello, Mansa Musa. Thanks for the invitation, but we can't stay long. We're on the trail of a brilliant hoodlum. You haven't seen a woman dressed in red, have you?
Why, yes, I did see such a woman. You say she is a thief? My goodness, I took her for a diplomat from faraway lands. She said something about seeing a theater of global importance. She said something about meeting a certain dramatic queen.
Okay, the time of Shakespeare in Elizabethan England.
She said she wanted to meet a poet. I believe she dubbed him the Bard.
All right, I'm right there. That was his nickname. So, and when we go there, again, we're not going to talk to the first person we did in the case, that being Queen Elizabeth. We're going to talk to Will Shakespeare.
Welcome, dear friends. Ever since you helped with the Globe's Wall, the play business has been booming. Would you care to join my growing troupe?
We'd love to, Will, but we're on the trail of a wily woman, a criminal genius sporting a crimson hat.
Yeah, a criminal with a crimson hat. That's a good way to describe her.
By my troth, a woman in a red-brimmed hat nearly stole the scene here a short time ago.
I'm not surprised.
She mentioned she'd taken a liking to a Norse colony. She announced by
the Vikings.
faith plans to meet a fellow named Leif.
Over 500 years earlier.
I believe she had
something.
She wanted to join.
All right, so let's go back to the time of the Vikings in 1002. Here he is, Leif Erikson.
Hail, travelers. Thanks to you, my troubles are
a thing of the past. Good one.
And I will soon be reunited.
We're glad to see
everything is shipshape.
Sorry to intrude, but we're searching for a slippery female suspect.
Did you say female? A formidable female just rushed through here faster than a Norse raid.
I wonder how long ago Carmen left before we
for the stars.
we appear.
She said she knew a man who could send her into orbit.
All right, time of Yuri in
She said she'd have
1961.
a blast eating lunch on a launch pad.
Nice.
Comrade, you returned. Thanks to you, I was the first man in space. I owe my orbit to you. Please, stay for a proper Russian celebration.
Hello, Yuri. We'd love to stay, but we're hot on the exhaust trail of a master thief in red. We can't let her reach escape velocity.
That's a good one.
Woman in red, you say? I believe I met this clever
Yes,
woman.
you did.
Such a mysterious appearance. I thought she was KGB.
Yeah, she's the one who sabotaged your attempts to go up.
I believe she mentioned something about flying high in the Cusco clouds, atop the Andes. I think she said something about meeting the son of the sun god. She said she was off to solve a knotty problem in an elevated empire.
All right, so that's the Inca Empire. Here we go.
Greetings. By Vera Kocha, you have returned. With the recovery of the royal keepers, food transport is again back to normal. Would you care to watch the activity with me?
Thanks for your hospitality, Great Inca, but we're on a tight timetable. We're scouting for a clever thief, cloaked in red.
A woman in red? Ah, yes. I thought she was a messenger from the far reaches of my empire. My empire encompasses many distinct peoples, you see. She said something very odd. She said she wished to see a mulberry tree and contemplate the first source of paper money. She said she wanted to meet a majestic Mongol.
Yep, going back to China then.
She said she wanted to glide silkily along the Silk Road. But what is silk?
Welcome. I, the wise Kublai Khan, greet you. Thanks to your smooth work with my precious oils, I have become close friends with Marco Polo, a most talented young man. Please, join me for some tea to celebrate.
We'd love to stay and chat, Kublai, but we're on something of a mission. We're chasing an arch thief who wears an excess of red.
Ah, perhaps you refer to a smooth-tongued woman who slipped by here not long ago. She borrowed some of my oil, claiming she needed it to grease the wheels of her estate. I recall hearing her mutter something about feeling like a heel if she was late to a boot-shaped country. She said she'd thought of an inventive way to meet a certain Italian inventor.
All right, so we're going to the Renaissance to see Leonardo da Vinci
Without
again.
a trace of a smile, she said she would wipe the smirk from La Gioconda.
Eh? Who's that? Ah, hello again. Now that I've finished the Mona Lisa, thanks to you, of course, my studies in science, art, and humor have flourished. Well, in science and art, anyway.
Glad to hear things are going well, Leonardo. You do seem a little funnier. A little. Sorry for barging in, but we're on the trail of a cunning criminal dressed in red. Have you seen her?
Are you referring to a beautiful woman in a red hat, perhaps? I offered to paint the portrait, but she just smiled and disappeared. She said she could no longer suspend a visit to a grand bridge with a golden gate. She said she was interested in seeing one person, chiefly.
Okay, so now she's going back to the present day San Francisco, and we've got to. Now we're going to catch up with Carmen. So we go here, and then it'll automatically do this.
or is it? Aha! I believe it's time to rise to the occasion. Good try, good guide, but I'm afraid you're too late. I have what I came for, and I just don't have time to chat.
Yeah, but there's still one good guide left who can help get her. Rock. And he did. And I got Carmen Sandiego. Woo!
You nabbed Carmen Sandiego just as she was about to complete Project History Sweep, a plan to steal a certain Acme dossier. Why would Carmen be after such a file? Well, now that you have proven yourself to be among Acme's elite, I can let you in on a piece of top secret, confidential, highly classified information. Carmen Sandiego was once an Acme detective. Yes, that's right, Time Scoop. Carmen was one of our brightest stars, rising from a gumshoe to a master detective faster than any agent in Acme history. Unfortunately, catching crooks became too easy for Carmen. She needed greater intellectual challenge. And what could be more challenging than outsmarting Acme? Her personal dossier records the sad tale of how Carmen turned from our best agent to our most formidable opponent. Carmen must have thought that by stealing this file, she could hope to liberate her past. But due to your brilliant sleuthing, her top secret history is still intact. And Carmen Sandiego is finally behind bars where she belongs. I thank you. Acme thanks you. And history thanks you.
You may have prevented me from erasing my own embarrassing Acme history, but rest assured, given time, you won't hold on to Carmen Sandiego for long.
We'll see about that. Alright, so I finally finished my walkthrough of Where in Time Is Carmen Sandiego. Now, when I first played this as a kid, I remember how excited I was when I caught her, and how shocked I was at learning that she used to be an Acme agent. But then again, after I first solved this, it became less fun and less of a challenge whenever I caught Carmen, because it was always the same. But it was still very exciting at first nonetheless, and it's exciting to play it again after not having done it for almost 20 years. So now that I've completed, you see that my rank has turned Carmen's red hat encased C in red. Should it be for Carmen or crimson? So that anyway, this brings an end to my entire walkthrough of Where in Time Is Carmen Sandiego. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this entire walkthrough, each part of it, just as much as I enjoyed playing it. And I'll see you guys in the next game, which will probably be Carmen Sandiego Word Detective. But in the meantime, there will also be other Nancy Drew videos, SpongeBob videos, and who knows what else the future will have to come. So, again, this brings an end to my video, and I'll see you guys next time.